racing. The money that is won by a driver when he wins the NASCAR Winston Cup race is very important, but the trophy he receives is very important too. There's a young fellow in Martinsville, Virginia, that has turned a dream and a hobby into a profession in auto racing by making very special trophies for the drivers who win at Martinsville.
The sport of Winston Cup stock car racing is commonly acknowledged as one of the fastest growing sports in the world. Its popularity is evident in the increasing amount of personal appearances for drivers. More and more of the motorsports merchandise is being marketed and moving into mainstream America. There are collectible cards and fine works of art. And now the machines that make it all possible are being mimicked in model form by a man from Martinsville, Virginia. And they're being produced with lifelike precision for the public. David Canupp has been a model builder since he was a little boy. But now he's turned his passion for putting together plastic cars into a fledgling business.
10 months ago, we were doing it basically as a hobby. And my wife, Sherry, said, well, why not turn it in and sell them? Try to make a little money on it. So that's where we have been up to this point. We are producing between 10 and 20 cars a week now.
The craftsmanship and detail of David's cars was so impressive that the Martinsville Speedway promoters now present their winning Winston Cup drivers with a trophy containing one of his cars.
And as you see, we've had to make 24, 25 cars of the top Winston Cup drivers. And what we attempted worked real well in April. And this is something that's never been done in motorsports before. So it's a neat concept, and we're just pleased to be a part of the Winston Cup races.
And when the checkered flag falls at Martinsville, David quickly puts together the winning trophy with the proper car for the presentation. Then it's back to making models. In roughly 3 to 4 hours, David can take a 90 to 100 piece kit and have it assembled and race ready. Well, almost. And unlike the real thing, when Dave wrecks a car, it's usually on purpose, and his ends up on a shelf, not in a shop. You name it, he'll make it.
This is the 63 Ford of Ned's that we do. We also offer the other Ned Jarrett car, which was this dark blue with kind of the, I believe it was a Flying 11 look to it. Then we do the Curtis Turner. Everybody's familiar with the red 26 Curtis Turner. And then the Nelson Stacy, a lot of people aren't very familiar with Nelson, but he was around. He always drove a yellow car that we found out. And then, of course,
Fearless Freddie.
Fearless Freddie. You know, who can say anything about Freddie that's bad? You know, he was super. We do his 63 Ford and the 66. Then the Silver Fox, we go back and do the number 17.
Of course, the great Leroy Yarborough.
Yep, you got to have Leroy Yarborough.
But the most requested race car models are of who else? The King, Richard Petty.
What that is a collector series that we offer that Richard has authorized us to build and sell. We offer all his cars from 1964 through 1991. The cars range in price from $85 up to $1,000, depending on the availability and all.
In the days before Winston Cup racing played before millions of fans, men raced their machines not for profit, but because of their passion to race. And it's that same passion that's reflected in David Canupp's love for making models. And like the sport of Winston Cup racing itself, who knows where it will go.
I always marvel at the detail and workmanship that goes into those model cars and how real they really are, and particularly those that are built by David Canupp. We need to take a short break. Still to come are highlights of the All-Pro Auto Parts 300, and we'll also have the mailbox. You stay with us.